Good afternoon, people. Maybe we'll just learn how to ollie today. Everybody wants to learn that when they first step on a board, so let's get to that. Okay, so let's get into it. I think the easiest way to really explain it, first of all, I learned how to ollie starting on the grass, okay? The grass will keep you stationary and let you work on popping the board and just staying stable. The big thing here is you want to be able to stay stable. You want to be comfortable with riding. You want to be comfortable with, you know, just basic, even just pumping, bending your knees, controlling the board, tic-tacs. Okay, you want to be very controlled with your board before you bother learning to ollie. Otherwise, you're kind of just jumping ahead of the game and skipping steps. Quite frankly, you're not going to really progress by skipping steps. I like to have my foot right behind the bolts. And if you see how I have my foot, I have my heel just hanging over the edge here. I don't have it like this. That would be more like a kick flip. That's when we're starting to get into technicals, angles and stuff like that. I don't have it like this. 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 I have it square. Square with the board right behind the bolts. If you want to get a higher ollie, you put your foot further back. All right, you don't want to go too far back because then it won't work. But usually like right in the middle. And I find with popping the board, you want to keep your foot in this pocket right here to really get the right pop. Okay, you don't want to be hanging this foot off the edge like that. You can, but really, like, I don't know why you would. I would say you want it sort of like that. You want that to like kind of hug. Again, I have it basically the same way I would have my front foot. Both are parallel, just lined up with the bridge of the board here. Okay? Sorry, the rail of, just lined up with the rail of the board. So you want to line your feet up and your toes up basically with the rails. These are called rails. Yes, I know. So when you go to pop an ollie, it's going to be like that. Okay? Now, obviously you can shift your foot around and you can do ollies in different positions once you're comfortable and you really have a feeling for balance and gravity and, you know, going in and out. Kind of like being able to turn and where your weight distribution is. You can do any trick with your feet in many different positions. Like I know how to kick flip, for instance, with my foot like this. Because I've learned how to kick flip so long, I've figured out different ways of kick flipping. Now, for example, check it out. Okay, heel flip position, but I'm still kick flipping. It's where I'm kicking off the board that matters. It's not necessarily where you put your foot. It's where you're kicking off. So it's the same thing with an ollie. You can have your foot in different positions, obviously. It just depends on the nature of what you're using the ollie for. So if you're using the ollie to get onto a ledge, I'd recommend the ollie that I'm teaching right now. But if you're just like dicking around, messing around, and you're just kind of just like, you know, I can ollie all sorts of ways, right? There's many ways to ollie, but it's to get the fundamental proper pop of an ollie, I would recommend the footing that I've recommended. I hope this helps. I'll do a couple quick runs for you to show you how it's done. But if you just rewind and follow the footing recommendations that I gave you, and remember when you pop, you're gonna pop, and this foot is naturally, eventually you're gonna do that anyways. But you wanna think of pushing your board up this way. You're just leveling it off. That's it. But when you pop anyways, your foot naturally wants to do that because the board's going against it anyways. So like, you know what I mean? So let me show you a nice big ollie, couple in slow-mo, and I guess that's it. Hopefully this video helps. Now, to get that proper pop, I really do prefer my foot kind of a little more in the pocket. All right? That's where you're gonna get that snap. You're gonna get more of a snap when you stay in the pocket of the tail. All right, that's your control point anyway. That's kind of all I got. It's one of those things, like I said, start on the grass or something where you're not going to be moving, or tighten your wheels so you can't move, and just practice, man. That's all it takes. just do it over and over and over and over, and eventually something will click. I try to tell like some of my students that I teach for skateboarding, like, it took me 2 years to learn a kickflip. Like, I don't know where they come in and in 3 months they're like, I can't kickflip yet. And I'm like, dude, it took me 2 years. I've been in this skateboard game for enough time to know this shit takes time. Keep your head up out there, stay positive. The more confident you are and the more you put in, the more you will always get out of it. So, love you, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.